Stephen Vogt to former manager Terry Francona. Guardians takeaways. Vale tie Mori. Stephen Vogt came to Cleveland to win ball games. He did not come to steal anyone's thunder. When the last out was made in Tuesday's 10-8 victory over the Orioles, the Guardians owned the best record in the big leagues by percentage points and were on a 7-game winning streak. Vogt, a rookie manager, should have felt a little wind in his sails. Before Wednesday's game, however, he was asked about the influence former manager Terry Francona still has on the 2024 Guardians. "This is his team, right," said Vogt. "My job was to come in and pick up where they left off and see where we can get better. But Cleveland baseball has been really good for a long time. They had a great manager for the last 11 years. He's going to go to the Hall of Fame, and he's been great to me in the transition as well. His imprint is all over this team, and I couldn't be more thankful for that." Francona stepped down at the end of last season after 11 years on the job. He did so as Cleveland's winningest manager, taking the Indians/Guardians to the postseason 6 times in 11 years. Speaking of Tito, Francona, an avid golfer, will be in his element for the next several days as the honorary chairman of the 44th U.S. Senior Open at Newport Country Club in Rhode Island from Wednesday through Sunday. "When I retired from baseball, one of the things that excited me the most was the opportunity to get on the golf course more often," Francona told Brian DePasquale of the United States Golf Association. "I've been a fan of the sport all my life and have been lucky enough to form relationships with some of the players on the PGA Championship Tour. It will be nice to see some friendly faces while participating in this prestigious event." Voices from Down Under. The first half of the season has not gone well for catcher Bo Naylor and utility man Gabriel Arias, but their performances Tuesday night offered hope for the games to come. Naylor and Arias, hitting 7th and 8th, went a combined 6 for 8 with 4 RBI. They each had 3 hits, with Naylor driving in 1 run and Arias 3. Naylor is hitting .202 to 34 for 168, with 8 doubles, 4 homers, and 14 RBI. He's struck out 64 times, while walking 15 times. Arias is hitting .231 to 31 for 134, with 9 doubles, 2 homers, and 14 RBI. He struck out 45 times and walked 5 times. "It's been a matter of controlling my movements in the batter's box," said Naylor, hitting .289 to 11 for 38 in June after hitting .188 in April and .164 in May. Arias hasn't seen a lot of playing time in June. He'd been on the bench since June 12 and then was placed on the family medical emergency list. He was reinstated Monday and went 4 for 8 Monday and Tuesday against the Orioles. "I went through a hard personal situation, but it's nice to be back with the team," said Arias, through interpreter Agustin Rivero. "We know the guys who hit at the top of the lineup: Juan, Gimenez, Ramirez, and Josh. Naylor. Our focus at the bottom of the lineup is very simple: try to get on base and let them hit a ball in the gap to bring us in." The Guardians scored 8 runs, 4 earned, on 10 hits in 4 innings against Baltimore lefty Cole Irvin in Tuesday's win. It turns out that Vogt caught Irvin with the A's in 2021 and 2022 before he retired. "I caught Cole not too long ago," said Vogt. "Cole is really good. He was just up in the zone, and we didn't miss him. We could face him another 6 or 7 times, and it could go very different. I didn't bring any magic formula. I maybe had a little insight on what he likes to do. But at the end of the day, our hitters have to see the pitches and go out and do it." Fire down below. Kyle Manzardo drove in the only runs as Class AAA Columbus lost to Omaha on Tuesday night, 6-1. Jamie Arias, 0-2, 9.47, allowed 6 runs in 1 2/3 innings. Joe Lapp and Michael Ramirez homered and drove in 2 runs each as Class AA Akron beat Altoona 4-3. Jack Leftwich closed the game for his 4th save. Angel Janau, 294, went 3 for 5 with 2 RBI as Class A Lake County beat Great Lakes 8-3. Matt Tugboat Wilkinson allowed 1 run on 4 hits in 4 innings. He struck out 4. Lasse Lynchburg couldn't hold a 3-0 lead as Carolina scored 5 runs in the 5th for a 5-3 victory. Jack Jajiak, 5-3, 5.06, allowed 5 runs in the 5th after Alex Clemmie started and went 4 scoreless innings with 6 strikeouts. Wilfredo Antunes and Esteban Gonzalez each went 2 for